Pete, we already know that it's prone to flooding, but now there's another issue out there. All those piles of debris from Hurricane Helene just a few weeks ago, there's concern that they will become projectiles.
Yeah, big concern. That is where we find ABC Action News reporter Larissa Scott. You've been standing in front of a giant debris pile all morning long, and like we said, nobody has been coming to get that debris.
Unfortunately not, and we heard Governor DeSantis talk about the huge statewide effort to help local teams here clear up this debris from Hurricane Helene, and a big focus of that on our barrier islands, which were some of our hardest hit communities. And I saw it for myself, police escorts of dump trucks coming through to help with this effort of cleaning up the debris. Unfortunately though, there's just so much of it in so many of our communities that we're still seeing it on the roads here in Short Acres. We've been talking about it all morning long, I know that residents are hoping that this would be picked up as conditions deteriorate. It's just seeming less and less likely. All up and down the street here, we've got a dumpster in front of one home full of debris with debris right next to it. Just these huge piles of it. And as we've been, saying, just the concerns that come with that, of this being really dangerous as Milton moves through our area. So I do know, in speaking with a St. Pete police officer, that thankfully, he says pretty much everyone in this area has evacuated. A lot of people still didn't have power, he tells me, from Helene, so they weren't really living in this area anyway. And so now, thankfully they are not here. Also, just driving around the St. Pete area, we were looking for gas. We couldn't find any, which if you are going to be evacuating from this area and you haven't done so yet, that's an important factor to keep in mind, that in the immediate St. Pete area, it's been really hard for us to find gas as well. And just the debris here is such an issue. Flooding has been a problem here historically that we've been telling you about. We don't have any flooding to report yet at this moment. The police officer I spoke to says in the patrols that he's been doing, he hasn't seen any in this neighborhood yet either. Obviously still a concern for later throughout the day as we get some of those surge concerns that are going to be coming with Milton. But again, just a lot to be looking out for here in this neighborhood that was also hit hard in Pinellas County. I know a lot of residents and homeowners who still have some of their belongings here are very concerned. I know that Shay has some new data from the Hurricane Center that she's going to be sharing. Shay, what's some of that new information that you can share?